Is there a media conspiracy to get Kamala Harris into the White House without answering tough questions? With Doug Emhoff's troubling past, why aren't interviewers pressing Kamala about it? Let's dig into the questions that could unravel her candidacy. Kamala Harris faced a tough round of questions from Fox News' Bret Baier this week, but one glaring omission left viewers wondering, why wasn't she asked about the disturbing allegations against her husband, Doug Emhoff? The allegations, which include an incident in May 2012 where Emhoff allegedly hit his ex-girlfriend in front of witnesses, remain shockingly unaddressed by both the media and Harris herself. How is it that the Democrats, the party that champions women's rights and believe all women, haven't demanded more transparency from Harris on this issue? These aren't just rumors. Multiple sources claim Emhoff impregnated his nanny during his first marriage, paying her $80,000 and making her sign an NDA to keep quiet. There's even an LAPD report of a life-threatening emergency at the nanny's home around the time of her alleged pregnancy. Yet, not a single question about this made it to the forefront of Harris's interviews, Baier included. What's even more concerning is how the media continues to turn a blind eye. Emhoff's workplace history is equally troubling, with former employees alleging a culture of misogyny at his law firm. Women who refused to flirt with him were punished, and young, attractive associates were often invited to accompany him to high-profile events. These allegations paint a stark contrast to the public image Kamala and Doug project, one of a champion for women's empowerment. Instead of addressing these claims, Harris and Emhoff have doubled down on their narrative. On social media, they parade their relationship as loving and wholesome. Harris recently posted a glowing birthday message to Doug, calling him the best and professing her love. Emhoff, in turn, shared nostalgic photos with his daughter, positioning himself as the ultimate girl dad. These carefully curated public displays conveniently avoid any mention of the serious allegations swirling around him. What's worse, Harris continues to evade hard-hitting questions about President Biden's mental fitness and her own credibility. During her interview with Baier, she was visibly rattled when asked about Biden's cognitive abilities. She faltered, offering a canned response about his judgment and experience, dodging the real issue at hand. It's not just her avoidance of tough questions that's problematic, it's the media's refusal to hold her accountable. Mainstream outlets have been complicit in this silence. MSNBC's Joe Scarborough barely touched on the accusations against Emhoff in a recent interview, dismissing them as tabloid stories spread by Trump. If the tables were turned and this were a Republican candidate, it's almost certain that the New York Times and other major outlets would be digging through Emhoff's past relentlessly. The fact that they aren't raises serious questions about media bias and complicity. What's next for Kamala? There are rumors of an upcoming interview with Joe Rogan, but it's unlikely she'll face the tough scrutiny she deserves. If Harris really wants to prove her mettle, she should sit down with a centrist or conservative female journalist, someone like Megyn Kelly, who will ask the uncomfortable but necessary questions about Doug Emhoff's past. If she doesn't, the responsibility falls on whoever interviews her next. Will they be brave enough to demand answers? Kamala Harris and Doug Emhoff have managed to avoid the tough questions so far, but how long can that last? What do you think? Should the media push harder on these allegations, or are they just a distraction? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more updates on the latest political news. Thanks for watching!